Hey, what's up, Dean Super Performance? We are back down. Today we got the big old Jeep in here. I believe it's 2012. Not quite sure. Wrangler Limited, don't know. Not a Jeep guy, so I don't really know. But it's got a 392 Hemi with a tick noise, which anybody that knows Hemis, or LSs for that, knows what the infamous tick noise is. It is your MDS lifters, which are like multi-displacement something or other, but there's the lifter. Basically, the way I understand the system is those solenoids in the top, and that solenoid right there is the one for that lifter. They basically shut the oil off to that lifter, and then the lifter stays collapsed so it doesn't function, and it does it multiple times. So for me, I'm not an engine guy, but for me, it's not a good system. If you're shutting that lifter off, it's literally coming off the cam and smacking back into the lobe with a lot of force, so you're gonna beat it up. So today I tore this side apart, realized I had no room on this side, so you have to get this electrical holder box thing out. It holds the battery here and the fuse box there, so you gotta disconnect the entire fuse box, take the battery out, disconnect a bunch of other wires. Then you have to undo what idiots do and like run wires down through these holes. They come over the top and down through the hole instead of behind it in the corner here where all the other wires run. You can see them running down that big loom right there. Instead of running them with that, they ran them through the fuse box, a bunch of them. So I think they're add-on stuff. But I got everything off. I got the front cover off. Tomorrow I'm going to come down. I'm going to pop this head off, get those lifters out. Then I got to set the cam, or the crank technically. The crank needs to be set to top dead center. And then I can take the cam out, put the new cam in, and this was the only thing available. This is a Texas Speed Hemi Stage 2, so I just went and got everything from them. You got a left and a right head gasket, cam, push rods, MDS, solenoid, pluggy things. No idea what this is. Some chain breaker tool, push rod length checkers. I think this is like the phase lockout thing, cam phaser lockout. All new lifters, new head bolts, new push rods, which hopefully those are the right length. So water pump gasket, everything to put it back together, and then we'll tune it when it's all done. Get rid of that frame, definitely do an oil change on it. You have to take everything out of this. You got to disconnect all the AC. There's like no room in this thing to do anything, so it's very difficult. I couldn't even get the manifold off. The bolts are so just corroded in there. I mean, I had a 1/2-inch drive ratchet trying to get this one bolt out right here, and you can see it started rounding it over. So I said, nope, not doing it. And I looked, and it looked like I could pull it out, and I could. So once I got the box off of this side, it looks like I'll be able to pull this side off with the manifold. I'll put them right back on. One nice thing about Hemi heads is that all of the head bolts, except the interior ones, are inside the head. So they're at every rocker pedestal. There's a head bolt all the way down. There's not a lot of head bolts, but there's one at every pedestal mount. And then you have the small inner ones, kind of like an LS head. So you don't have to take the exhaust manifold or header, whatever you have, off to get to those outside bolts. So cool. Then we got Jonathan's truck. Just waiting on the painter to finish the hood. I got the coolant reservoir in. Jonathan came down, took the truck for a ride, was absolutely in heaven. So we went for a cruise together. It was fun seeing him and his reaction. He's a super nice dude. This morning I went and picked up that heater control valve, and this one, oh, I'm about to blow my shoulder out. This one is, I would assume, is an updated one. It's all metal. Not all metal, but the majority of it is metal. And it doesn't quite look the same, but yeah, it doesn't have, I would imagine there's a seal there. There's got to be some kind of seal there, but this one has like a big piece there. So I got to swap that on, and at least there's a flow direction for me. So I got to get that on there. But I'm wrapping up for today. Today's Halloween. I have a giant mess. I got to mop up this mess, and then yeah. So that's where we're at. And the Trans Am, I finished that the other day. He actually went to Orlando last night. So I will post right now. I'll post the 2 runs. I'll try and get them up into the video and post them.
Pontiac Firebird, the last of the breed generation. And they stopped making these, and Pontiac went bye-bye. As I gave a little trivia question on Saturday during our drink. Turbocharged Trans Am.
There it goes.
117. So this trivia question was basically this. The first automotive
it did okay. Definitely launched better. First launch, I guess it broke the seat. Car's never launched like that before. He's always had to kind of modulate the pedal to control the RPM and then let go of the trans brake, so it's never fully launched. So it broke the seat, but I do believe we are going to have to add air to control the boost. Wow, all up in the grill. Yeah, I believe we're going to have to add air to control the boost. He struggled with getting a data log off the handheld, which is fine. A lot of people do if they don't fully understand it. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's harder to try and remote tune when they don't understand. But he made 3 runs. I believe he made 3 runs last night. So we are going to work on it. Car definitely needs subframe connectors, needs a rear gear, and needs air. That's hopefully he'll pull those 3 things off, bring the car back, and then it'll be fast. The car launches hard. But I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, hit the bell to be notified of new videos, and have a good Halloween. Be safe.